All right, Eileen, just in time. We just pressed the record button. It just started recording. Welcome, everybody. We are at the organizational meeting for the Supercharge Seminar. The MOOC Supercharge Seminar coming up in a town just outside of Scottsdale, Arizona. And it's going to be the 12th to the 14th of December, I believe. I meant to pull up my calendar beforehand, but it definitely includes those days. It starts on Friday night, goes until Sunday afternoon. It's supposed to end early Sunday afternoon, but I kind of doubt it because there's always so much content in these various events that even the last one was supposed to end at 5:30, and by the time we finished, it was already 7 o'clock or so. So several people from the Brain Trust are going. Several people from the Brain Trust were involved in the promotion of the previous event that happened in San Diego from November 1st to the 3rd. And so far the jury's still out, but as you know, if you look at the numbers now, we would say that that was a total bust of about $10,500. So first inclination would be, we made a big mistake, let's not even waste our time on this. But I don't think that's true, and I believe that most of the people here who were at the Home Business Summit, including Clinton and Eileen, were both there. I don't think that they would say that it would be a waste. We just have to learn from our mistakes, and not even necessarily our mistakes, but learn from our experience and set our expectations accordingly. But there are definitely things that can be done. Some of them don't cost any money. Some of them, we're going to talk about here if we choose not to do it as a co-op. There's still things that people like Eileen and me and Clinton, probably all of us that are here, will probably do on our own. So, whether or not we do a co-op is just something we can talk about after we have the rest of this discussion. So, if you have anything, 13th to the 15th of December, let's put that on here. Yeah, these are the topics. We can get through most of this stuff pretty quick if it's just about people taking responsibility and just giving some input. Just 1 minute. December 13th, 15th. What's the name of the town that it's in? I should show a picture of it. But anyway, okay, so let's move on. What are the goals of the Supercharge, of our team with the Supercharge Summit? Obviously that's the first thing. We can all talk about our own individual goals. North Scottsdale. Yeah, but what's the name when you look on the hotel? It gives the name of the city that it's kind of obscure. But anyway, North Scottsdale is the place. Scottsdale is the place to fly into. Carefree. There you go. Okay. So let me unmute Eileen for a minute because she's never lacking for words, and ask you what would be your personal goals for the Supercharge Summit in terms of promoting it between now and then. If you were going to do this on your own, or if you had the right team to do it with. You're unmuted if you would like.
Well, first of all, the goal is to bring people, and we're not only going to be able to bring licensees, we're going to be able to bring other people, so new people. So we will be promoting it like the Home Business Summit, and what I would do is to actually post up ads that's in say for example Eventbrite, places like those, because they're actual events and people do check those places, and it's very well targeted, and most of them are free, and even if it's not free, it's going to cost very little to be featured. I'll give you an example. The day before the Home Business Summit, it wasn't it was kind of just like a testing thing. My voice is getting worse, isn't it? So anyways, I went on a website, it's called Spingo, and they also do events, and it costs about like $60 to be featured. So your event will be on the on the headboard of their page. I think that's a really good thing, except for they kind of screwed it up because they advertise starting from 6 p.m. on Friday when I actually told them Thursday. So I don't know what's up with so many, like all of my advertisements for the Home Business Summit went out much later than what I had already talked to with their team. So that, like, the events would be something that I would do. Secondly, I know Deborah's already on this. I just do webinars, put them up, place it over and over again. Either you send them to your list or you advertise on places like Facebook. This is an opportunity for you to also create branding. And yeah, just, you know, make an offer, make a bonus offer. And third, what I would do is do definitely lots of videos. Videos seems to be like the key right now for absolutely everything. You require them for landing pages to be approved and to be attracted. But more importantly, it's just that when you're bringing somebody to the event or offering somebody like a bonus to go to the event, even if you're not going, you have to be the one telling them, hey, look, okay, here's what I've got, and here's what here's where you get, and then here's what I want you to do next. That kind of step by step kind of thing. So I will be doing videos. I feel like my voice gets a lot better. I'm going to be doing one just for the supercharge. I'm going to be saying stuff like what I was going to say was I'd like to invite you. Yeah, well, wait, what are the 3 questions? Here's what I want. Here's what I've got, and then here's what here's what you get, and here's what I want you to do next. Okay, so these 3 questions. Number 1, definitely tell them supercharge and absolutely everything, but I will not just be saying, oh, we've got speakers speaking, and these are the names of the speakers. Instead, I'm actually going to be taking this kind of like in this entire, because, you know, Mauve is the one that's hosting this event. So what I'm going to do is grab clips of, and if you've got those clips from Titanium Mastermind, that's great, or pictures, anything. I want to lead out, all right, this is these are the speakers that have come to speak at our events in the past, and list out like all the big names, because yeah, that list is quite talented. And then and also include yeah, in the past when we have just smaller events, we were also able to invite people like Marlon Sanders. So I would go in terms of that perspective and say, and the goal really is to, because it's holiday seasons, and what we're really looking at is the top earners in the industry as well as the top speakers to help people get where they want to go. And it may be difficult for most people to understand, but there are people who really do get results by helping other people, right? And that's this is that kind of statement is actually for this entire business. My link, here are the bonuses I'm going to give you, whether you because everyone on this call right now knows something that they don't, all right? You're an expert, so to them, you're an expert. How do I know this? I've gone through the past few weeks with you guys. And so whether you're going to provide a 1-hour coaching or a 2-hour coaching period, whether it's going to be one of your bonuses, like a physical bonus, say for example like an iPad or something, or you can do what I talked about with Rob was, because now that you've listed the Home Business Summit and its speakers, the Titanium and Platinum Mastermind and its speakers, and what my online business empire is capable of, you're the next thing that's really, really good for the audience is for them to be interviewed, okay? It's not going to cost you a dime. You just got to be there and interview the person and make it look all professional with whatever that's there. But you gotta actually, do some educational marketing and tell them how that's going to help them. So whether it's them, like what I would do is, all right, if you want to promote your business or if you're just starting out, no worries. I've got something really, really good for you. I'm going to create a really professional video for you to put on your blog or your website. And you, because now you're going to be interviewed by the Supercharged Home Business, whatever the final name of this event is going to be called. Okay, that's going to change the way people look at their businesses, okay, and that could potentially bring in like double or triple their income. And none of this is like BS. This is all true. I think we all know this firsthand. So the second part, the bonuses, that's what I would talk about. And then the third part was, okay, here's what I want you to do next. And actually, I had a talk with Navjot yesterday, and no, it wasn't yesterday, it was a day before yesterday, but he asked me why people are giving physical bonuses and if, like iPads, for my top tier business or license rates. And I say, really, there's nothing, like, Matt actually wants us to give out bonuses because bonuses are a lot of what people buy into, regardless if they promote Mo or not later on, that's their choice. But it is definitely, like, it's something extra, and people buy into that, but you got to make sure it's really strict. So the way I explained it to Navjot yesterday was, all right, so if you got somebody coming into my top tier business, and then you've got them thinking about going licensees, you got to promote your bonuses to them, right? And the way that you do that after they become licensees is, all right, here's what's going to happen. Right now, there's maybe like a membership website, like a digital product. Those don't really cost you something, okay? You just go to like your products and then just add a username, and that's it. That doesn't really cost you anything. After the physical bonus, because it's literally going to cost you money, you got to make sure that that person doesn't refund. All right? So the way you do that is tell them you will give that to them. You'll give the iPad to them after the refund date. Okay? That's like a secure and insured, and because they will be having like a contract with Mob, you don't have to worry too much about that. So the same thing, the strict rules with this seminar. What I would do is, I'm still thinking whether my stuff is going to be a physical or digital. Either way, I'm going to have to. The only way I'm going to give it to them is if they stay until the end of the event. Okay, so make sure you tell them that, like, loud and clear so that they understand, and because that video is proof, okay, there won't be any losses happening, so protect yourself by doing that. You may not want to put all of that, like the part where you say, okay, I'll give you your bonus until the end of the event, after they opt in, okay? So what's going to happen is they opt in a video that doesn't say it, and when you say the part, this is what I want you to do next, put in your email in the box below or on the side or wherever the box is. They opt in, and the first email you send them is going to be called, these are your free bonuses to whatever subject line. Like, and I suck at subject lines, so don't quote me on that. But in the body copy, you gotta say, read this carefully. This is what you have to do. Okay, you have to attend this event from the dates here to here. And at the end of the event, come to me personally. I will be wearing my name tag. I will be wearing like a blue shirt, whatever, and let me know and bring your receipt. So that's to ensure and protect you. And you know what? More than half the time, people don't even redeem these bonuses. So don't be afraid to give bonuses away. Okay? As long as they have some sort, and you can even add on bonuses. Like if they are ready to become a licensee or titanium or platinum, which means money to you, you can give out bigger bonuses. Okay, so go wild with your imagination on what you would like, and then put it in terms of what they would do. And if we are going to be, pick up a lot of people that buy from our links, we can maybe set up like a brain trust, and we can offer our group as a bonus. Okay, so that's a really, really strong and powerful thing. And in order to do that, we kind of need tests. Huh?
Are you online by any chance? Or are you laying in bed?
I'm sitting on my bed.
Can you look at what I put up here as bonus ideas?
Sure.
So I like your ideas, and I think that you're definitely on target. So it's one of the agenda items here. And so what I asked you that you've been answering so eloquently is, what you would be doing on your own. And the answer is you're going to do a lot of this stuff with or without the brain trust. I think it's great, and
yeah.
At least you and me will work together, but I think that a bunch of these other people will also. So just we can get back to specifics. Go ahead and just wrap up for a minute, and then we'll get back at the end if you want. We can talk about more of your specific stuff. But I wanted you to see this if you're online, because as you were talking, these were some of the ideas that I came up with. And
well, the make a video is really based on doing things on your own, because it is true, people buy from people. We said that over and over again. So whether it's because like we're all not in the same location right now, it's difficult for us to all make a video together. That's why I'm saying if we're able to do personal videos.
What that offer is that's a bonus offer for people coming to Supercharge,
right?
And that we would make a video with them at Supercharge. So that's it's just
okay.
Kind of
right.
What you said. You said this is something that you want to do for people as a bonus. I'm saying, hey, come to Supercharge. We'll make a video of you on stage, right? Of you on stage.
Yeah.
So this is all about them. It's really just leveraging what you're saying.
Yeah.
And maybe we could even do more. But to me, this is the kind of stuff that we can do as a brain trust that will differentiate us.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And I mean, we can then talk about if we want to offer things like the original brain trust bonus number 3, where they can promote without being a licensee or not. But I don't want to have like a discussion over that, because I don't really know what people are going to say in terms of how they're going to react. So I'd say let Matt do like his pitch first, and then afterwards we see what happens, and then we'll work from there on. You see what I mean?
No, but I understand enough, so let me just continue that thought. And what I'm suggesting here is we're just talking about ideas for ways to promote the Supercharge seminar. And this is, maybe your issue is whether it's going to be open to non-licensees. But let's just focus, right now, let's say that...
Okay, right. Okay. So...
Go ahead.
Are we still going are we now back to the topic of where to advertise, that kind of thing?
No, we haven't gotten quite that far. The first topic is, as a brain trust, what are we doing as a brain trust? Interested in co-op, I don't know that we can do much more here than I can put out a notice after this and ask people if there's interest with some of our ideas from this meeting. But then we get on to with or without a co-op, what are we going to do as individuals? And that's kind of what you were starting to talk about. So
okay. All right. So with the I mean, wait. Currently, we've already have co-op money from I guess for this month, right?
We don't have any money for this. The co-op money is just for
my top tier business. Okay. And so I would take part of that, maybe like a quarter, 1/5, for Supercharge. Like if I were to decide, that's what I would do. But I guess
we can do that. But what we can do is that we can set up a co-op specifically for Supercharge with a certain budget, and we can open it up to people who want to participate.
Right. Okay. Sure. Okay. So do you have you've promoted events before, right?
I promoted, you mean not, aside from the Home Business Summit, nothing from Matt Lloyd, and I've promoted real estate, and I've done a lot of, a lot of real marketing, and I've learned that, but
Right.
I don't have a great track record for successful marketing.
Okay. So when we talked about getting people like Lisa to do it,
Well,
do you think
Lisa
that's going
told,
to be possible?
yeah, Lisa told me when I was starting this, when I asked her to take a look at what we were doing, and she looked at it and she said she thought it was a great idea, and that she and Curtis would be available to do anything that we needed at any time, including setting up live events. She said, so I'll paraphrase. She said, we are connected to all of the leaders in internet marketing and network
Right.
marketing, more or less, and we have access to all of their collateral. So you just
Yeah.
tell me what you need, and we will be happy to help you.
Okay. All right. That's good. So let's start talking to them.
That's why I put
And
him in, but there's other people that I could add, but I think that's a great place to start.
right. Okay. So talk to those people, and because the whole deal with Eric's Word event before having being in Vegas 1 week before this, my kind of goal is for Matt to go and bring as many people to Arizona as he can with him. Um, but if we do get Lisa to promote, since Lisa is going to be there, and all of her friends are going to be there as well, if we do get them to promote, we have to kind of let Matt know, be like, hey, dude, we took action, so here's our action link, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Matt, he's not gonna oppose to that.
No way. Hey, I'm more friendly with Lisa than Matt is, so.
Yeah,
But
everyone is okay.
but
And
you
so,
know they have a special relationship because Curtis
yeah,
is one of
coach.
Matt's coaches.
Yeah. So we can do that, and that has to get done as soon as possible. I mean, I really my voice broke. Sorry. I really like the fact that like there's finally one, because right now the event starts from 13th to 15th of December, so um we have 1 month to do this, okay? Not 1 week like last time. So we got 1 month to do this. If we put in like the work ethic from what we had in that 1 week for every single week in the following 4 weeks, we're gonna kill it. Um, and so for co-op whatnot. So I don't know. Next person can talk. By the way, I have to leave in 10 minutes.
Well, thank God, because I don't know that we could handle much more of you.
Okay.
Just kidding. Eileen, you are just wise way beyond your years, as I've said since the beginning. So I appreciate you, and
Yeah, well, that's a nicer way of saying it. Peter called me 40. That 40-year-old in a 20-year-old's body. That's
yeah.
what he said.
Well, that's not an insult either. It's unless you don't think much of 40-year-olds. But 40-year-olds in general are a little bit wiser. Once you get to 50, you're jaded. 40 is good. All right, I'm going to
You
mute
guys are
you.
horrible.
I'll leave you unmuted. Well, no, I'm going to mute you. If you need to put anything in the chat box, and since you have to leave, I'm going to unmute Clinton in case anybody needs to interrupt me. And let's just continue. But actually, we really covered a lot just with what Eileen said, because if I was, again, the reason that this whole co-op came about was because I knew that there was a power in numbers and a power in, the teamwork that we could have by just initially by just pooling our money, and then the brain trust is pooling our brains. And so all of this stuff, the idea is that you can do whatever, any of this stuff on your own that you want, but we also have the opportunity, and a few people have put this brain trust in the category of some of the other big, successful mastermind teams out there in Empower Network, which to me is an honor to even be in the category because I was never even considering that when I started this. But the truth is that we can, as a group, achieve that status, but we have to stay on top of things. So this is just one more opportunity to have some success with this event. So my point is that if I didn't have this brain trust, I would be, if I was still in the game, but coming back from Cabo and getting in the game with my $5,000 a month, I would definitely take some of it and put it into this event and use a lot of the strategies and tactics that I even talked about. But the truth is that what she said is um, it's really the same thing that Matt's talking about in his 180 days of implementation. It's about, and he told everybody who's in that program, which is about 100 of us. I think a bunch of people have dropped out by now, so let's say that there's 50 active people. That our job for that challenge for this week is to promote the Supercharge seminar and to come up with a special bonus that people will love, and then to make a video about it. And until now, until we actually got on this call, I hadn't really thought through it this far. But we can go on and on, but we don't need to give much more than this, in my opinion. The other thing that I have the opportunity to give to people is my bonus day videos from Cabo. But that's only for me. And so this is like maybe your individual bonus. So for me, I had this bonus day videos. I paid $1,500 to be there for this extra day, and as a result, we got this incredible training from all of the top earners in Mode, and we're allowed to give it for free to anyone who becomes a licensee. So this is something where we can incentivize people who are, in my case, I can incentivize people who are just MTTV now, and hopefully all of you will have more and more of those over the next couple of weeks with the clicks that are coming in, motivate them to upgrade to license rights before they go, even if they don't have to. This would be a way to say, these bonus ideas would be, if you upgrade to license rights and become the Supercharge, maybe we can give a subset of it if they don't come. Like if they can't come to Supercharge, that this time it's going to be simulcast. It's actually going to be available to watch from home. So what we could do is, if people can't be there, but they simulcast it, we could give them all of these bonuses as well, and we could come up with some kind of an alternative to this. We could Photoshop their face in or something. We can do an actor in their place. And actually, we can do videos with actors that we were talking about with Liz the other day, Liz Collins. So a lot of possibilities, but the first step was, let's make sure we've got critical mass. I think that with people that are on this line, let me see if everybody here. I know Fabiana is is up for anything in terms of getting involved with these activities. I know Clinton also. So Paris, I think that all of us, at least individually, would be doing this. So my suggestion is that all of us that are doing something should do this together and add in your own bonus. And if you want to do something else totally separately, you can split test it. But what I would like to do is to conclude that our goals will be for the Supercharge seminar to do the best we can to get as many people there as we can, and we can quantify that. I don't know if we need to quantify it right now, but one outcome of this meeting would be to say nobody's really interested. I was the only one there. I'll just do it myself. But I think we do have enough interest, so I'll follow up with you guys afterwards. We don't need to talk about numbers here, but if you do want to invest, we could do it as a co-op, and we can do the smartest strategies that we know. I definitely think that there's a huge opportunity here, and if we start on it now, we can do some amazing things. We can, as an example, one of the things that this guerrilla marketer was telling me the other day was that we can rent out a movie theater in Scottsdale, for the night and give out tickets to people. And we could give out tickets any which way. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money to give them out. But we want to give them out to the target demographic, hire people to give them out if we're not there yet, and then host a movie that is a popular movie or a new release or something. Basically, everybody gets in free. So we would pay for 100 seats in the theater, like $7 a seat, something like $1,000 to rent out a theater. And we'd have the chance to show video before the movie, to get on stage before the movie, and then to show a trailer after the movie. Stuff like that. It's putting me out. What you talking about? All right, you're unmuted, so you can speak if you need. I think you're unmuted. You're self-muted. All right. So when I talk about guerrilla marketing, Rob Harris knows a lot about guerrilla marketing as well. Flyers, like I got a text message today from the people who were not able to deliver flyers at the last minute like I wanted the other day, so I went for the Home Business Summit, so I did it myself. But they're still around in San Diego, so I'm sure there's people in Scottsdale, and their price is $150 for 1,000 flyers delivered to people's door, and they provide you with GPS tracking so you can see for sure that they actually took that route. You can't be sure that they actually delivered them, but you can come as close as you can come. So that's pretty interesting, you know, if you think about that. The minimum order for the people in San Diego was $2,500, $150 each. So I was doing the math. It's like, you know, a total of about $700, $800 to do 3,000 flyers to people's doors. We can do things like that. It has nothing to do with internet marketing, but it has to do with promoting the event. Now this event, because it's intended for licensees, the question is that even our demographic, or should we be focusing on our own MTTB, you know, our own MTTB sales and our own list and getting people to come through that way? I guess that's the question when it comes to any kind of guerrilla marketing.
Eileen has something to say, Rob. Eileen's trying to get your attention.
Let me unmute her then before she leaves. We're back on the air.
This event is going to be for everybody. I've told you that over and over and over again. I don't get what what part of it.
I've been telling people that. I've been telling people the same thing. I even gave them the minute and the second where Matt says it in the video that it's for everybody.
You too? Oh man. So yeah, I mean,
so we can promote it the same way that we promoted.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Promote it the same way you promote the Home Business Summit, except for you don't call it the Home Business Summit, okay? So don't say like, oh hey, I'd like to invite you to the Home Business Summit, because that'd be stupid. Okay. All right, I gotta go right now. So.
By the way, you know that we've already got 100K. It should have been called 1 million, but it's a 100K seminar to 90210. So
100K.
You can start sending out messages there.
Cool. All right. Well, I'll talk to you about it in like 1 hour. I'm coming back.
All right. See you later. Oops, that wasn't supposed to be just you.
Woo! I got a head rush. I love the girl. Don't get me wrong. I love the girl. I think she's way above average for a 21-year-old. I mean, I just feel as though, and I'm not going to talk about anybody behind their back. I just feel as though she talks down to people who already have owned their own businesses, you know, in a world that she has yet to experience. But she's very amazing.
Well, I think that she respects people who she knows enough about their success to respect, and she has this attitude where she doesn't really want to listen to people that aren't successful in a certain area telling her what should be done, unless you're quoting successful people, which in general is what we all learn from coaches. But the truth is that she doesn't necessarily listen enough on the front end to know what your past is. So, and I'm not saying this personally to you. I'm just saying that when you hear that from her, I know what you're talking about, that but I've heard it from her. She
I don't get it from her, but I hear her talking to, yeah, I hear her talking to Jeff and, you know, a couple other guys about what they should do. And, you know, I've got a high, you know, regard for guys who are in those type of positions, you know, and that's the only problem I have. She adores me. She thinks I'm the shit. You know, so I don't have that problem out of her. I'm just speaking in general terms.
Well, I think that I hear you, and I appreciate you. I'd love to have you share what you've been doing, but as it can apply to this event. But let's finish up this agenda. Does anybody want to talk specifically? I mean, we can take it all offline. In fact, Rob Harris, knowingly or not, you were appointed to be the head of the offline of the live event committee, task force, brain trust, what do we call it, the brain trust think tank. You're the head of that think tank, and so you really are the one to take the action items out of this and follow up. But, you know, I don't think we want to do a $7,000 radio campaign, but we may want to do this same kind of $1,000, because I'm telling you that the results from that $1,000 radio campaign that we did in San Diego could wind up becoming huge. So, you know, we might want to do a few things that'll cost us a few $1,000s. And again, the question would be how many people would want to participate, and how much would they want to spend. But the first is to kind of put a little plan together that we can send out to this group of 25 and ask people who's in. And once we know that, then we can decide what we will do individually and what we'll wind up doing together as a group. In terms of online marketing, I think that the stuff that what I was asking you to and I can have you share your screen if you're prepared to do it, but it would be pretty cool. I know Rob Harris would appreciate it, Fabiana Boyan, if he doesn't get called out by his boss beforehand. It's already 5 o'clock, so it's quitting time, Boyan. But anyway, the online marketing is all about that squeeze page that's going to send people to the right place, and so Clinton has been working on something very, very cool there, and I think it's not the only squeeze page that we'll use, but we're definitely going to be always using creative ones like that and split testing, and then on top of the squeeze pages, of course, there's the ads themselves, and Cindy and Charlie and Peter have been working a lot over the last few days, and Clinton's been involved, and Fabiana too in the meeting part of it, but on Facebook ads that we're going to start doing for MTTV. And once we have this template and this format in place, then shifting it over to promote the Supercharged seminar will be a piece of cake. The templates that we have to use in Facebook that we've learned about that are really kind of our ninja secret in Facebook advertising. I did as close as I could in advertising the Home Business Summit and actually got the best click-through rate ever that I've ever gotten on Facebook. But there were some things that I did not do right, and we will fix them for the Supercharged Supercharged seminar. So as far as, you know, where we spend online advertising dollars, again, I think Rob Harris can work on you know, a proposal that can talk about the possibilities, and then once we figure out who's in, we can figure out the budget that we have, and based on the budget, which of these strategies that we will apply. But the kind of stuff that Clinton's doing in this online marketing, whether we do it as a brain trust or people do it individually, this part is something that, you know, we're going to be working aggressively on, and we'll share with everybody on the team that wants to promote. And then, you know, this right here is something that shouldn't be overlooked, and your entire list, because it's not only for licensed rights holders, but for people that have, I'm sorry, this wasn't for MLRs, this is for MTTVs. Well, actually, it's for MTTVs to MLRs and your list, because anybody that's already in the game, you know, will be the low-hanging fruit when it comes to going to the seminar and when it comes to upgrading, because the whole objective of the seminar is to show people the benefits of going all in this business. That's the primary goal. So as far as webinars go, let me just share with you what Deborah had done. Excellent. Good to know the budget up front. Well, there is no budget. There's no money allocated. So let's say that we should decide on what is the ideal budget. We could say that it would be, $5,000. So there'll be 5 $1,000 shares. Or you could do two options of a $5,000 budget and a $8,000 budget. Or we could say that it'll be, 3,000 minimum, that we're going to put in 1,000, and if we get 2 other people, we'll do it, and if we get more than 3,000, then we will do more. So at this point, there's no absolutes. All right, we will discuss further mañana. But all these people, so if, let's see, I'm not sure if that means you're going to get off the line, but let me just show quickly this presentation that Deborah created, and she gave it to us to modify. Individuals can use it, but this is when Eileen was talking about doing a webinar and recording it and then keeping it, and I was talking about adding in Curtis and Lisa to it. It's very well done. I've actually given it to Peter to make it, to change the words so that it is for the Brain Trust. But she's already, she had done this on her own, and then she said, I'm really busy to do this on my own. If you want it, I'm happy to provide it to the Brain Trust. And I said, absolutely. And in fact, we should do it live several times, and you can be the host of the first one. We're very happy with that. She's also created a brand called Mauve Masters, which she has donated to the Brain Trust, which is also very cool. So the Mauve Masters will be our training program. Look at all the bonuses that she has. And so again, this is the benefit of being on a team like we got here. All these ideas. Choose any that you like, and then add the bonuses. I mean, she's got 3 pages of bonuses. Pretty crazy. But it's nice. It's a pretty well done design. Look at that recap of bonuses. Very nice. And that doesn't even include the ones that I just mentioned earlier. So I said, no problem. I'll take notes for you. But this is pretty awesome. And Deborah's relatively new in the internet marketing business, but she is determined, and she's never done coaching, but she's interested in coaching. She's excited about Mode. Can I give you control, and you can share your screen and show what you've been doing with YouTube?
Yeah, sure. Let me close out this porn stuff I got up here for a second. Hang on one second. I got fat girl porn I'm looking at right now. I don't think anybody else is into fat girls the way I am. Hang on one second.
Maybe not anybody on the line, but I guarantee you that there's a big market.
Oh, yeah, there definitely is. All right. Can you guys see my screen now?
Not yet.
Just let me know when you can see it.
Not yet.
You got it?
No.
Okay. Let me try it again. Anything yet?
Yeah, we do.
You got it?
In the center.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
So I don't think Fabiana, I know Boyan and Rob Harris have not seen any of this before, so we can kind of start at the beginning.
Okay, all right. Well, I put together a Mo Brain Trust YouTube page. Now, what you're looking at now is not the Mo Brain Trust YouTube page. This is my page, okay? And what I learned as I was doing my own, well, as I was doing the Mo Brain Trust page, is that I missed out on a lot of stuff on my own page. So I'm actually learning as I go. So you guys have to just bear with me. One of the things that I missed out on was, do you see these little dollar signs here? Anybody see them? All right. What happens is these are called monetizations. If you've ever been on YouTube and you see the ad and it tells you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it counts down where you can skip the ad, or if you're interested in it, you can keep watching it. Well, what I did was I started to do it to my videos, and what I'm finding is that I'm getting a lot of people that are seeing my videos, and this is, by the way, free of charge. YouTube doesn't charge you to do this, but most people don't know how to do it. Now, John Chow, he's got all of his videos monetized. I went back and started to do mine. I've got 102 uploads, and I'm on number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it takes a while to get this done. But what happens is, let me see if it does it here on Develsa. Pardon my computer, it's a little slow. You see Develsa in the corner. All right. So I am now a part of this network. So just like I used to see this show up, I can watch it, I can skip it, and go to Develsa. Okay. So what I was thinking was that would be a great thing to have our videos become a part of the YouTube family, where we're now being advertised on other people's videos as well. So instead of us just kind of trying to get people to come to our videos, and pardon me, I'm kind of reverse engineering this thing right now. I get that word from Rob. But I'm going to show you why I'm doing what I'm doing with YouTube in just one moment. So the way I do it is I go to the edit the settings on each and every video, and you go here to monetization, and you be sure to click this, because when you click that, it makes this little money sign come up. Now later on, once you get like 10,000 subscribers, I think it was that Rob explained to me, you can actually promote these videos on YouTube, and but you've got to start somewhere. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is because on lead pages, what we were working with before, lead pages has a new, and for those who weren't on the call last time, lead pages has a new opt-in page that's strictly for YouTube. And the reason why this guy, James Whitmore, came up with this, and it's only about 4 days ago, actually, so we're right at the beginning of it. The reason why he came up with this is because what he's found is that with Google rankings, and that they own YouTube and they speak the same language and analog between one another, by you ranking on YouTube, it gives you a better chance of ranking your website. Now, I know this kind of doesn't address the supercharge, but you can make a page like this about the supercharge, okay? And you can put the supercharge video right here in the middle. So we're going to get to that too. So I'm kind of going backward here. You saw the YouTube page, and you saw why I'm monetizing each and every single video, all right? It's because it's going to show up to people, and you don't even have to advertise to them. It's just going to show up. And if you've got a really good starting video, like say something like, I'm going to go back here 1 second. If you've got something like this here, and Rob, you've seen this before. Check this out. All right, now I'm using this for my Merck advertisements. And what I've found is that instead of having these things at the bottom, and if this helps any, they should go at the top, because see, here's what happens. Your thing gets covered up when you put it at the bottom, and also this gets covered up. Now, I have this already set up on the Mode Brain Trust. So like if they're watching another video, it'll say My Online Business Empire, or it will say Mode Brain Trust suggests that you watch this video next. And what will happen is they can click on that video, and that video will take them to the what is My Online Business Empire. And I'm sure all of you guys have seen that. We even have the little Mode Brain Trust symbol, and I'll go to our page last. We even have the little Mode Brain Trust up here, and we've got the My Online Business Empire down here. So to go back to so to go back to the lead page, and I know you guys see this on YouTube all the time. You're like, damn, how did they put that there? Well, I just figured it out. I've got everything that YouTube offers now, every single thing. And in addition to that, and Rob can tell you, I also SEO'd the videos as well, and the channel, with the major keywords, internet marketing and MLM, affiliate marketing, network marketing. I mean, it's about 100 different keywords that I have in it.
This guy he did an incredible job. I give you a lot of credit for that.
I mean, this thing took like a whole day to actually get it together. So again, I'm kind of going backward, but you saw the YouTube page. I'm monetizing the YouTube page, and then when I put the video onto this YouTube lead pages, what it's going to do is it's going to give us the opportunity, number one, for them to like it and share it on Facebook. It's going to give them, number two, where they can Google Plus it or recommend it to their people in their circles. Number three, it's going to give you an opportunity to tweet it to all your tweet fans. Free coaching, no cold calling, no selling, just send traffic, blah, 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 blah. All right, now, again, this is mine. And the reason why I'm doing it on mine is because mine's already all set up. In addition to these three things, it's going to also, remember, have the click here to become a member at the top of the video. And it's going to also allow people to go to the actual video after they, number one, subscribe to your channel. Number two, click here to comment on our featured videos. And I added a little something extra right here. Watch our testimonials from real people. Once that happens, they can go here. You'll discover there's a secret. An Asian guy told me, don't ever make an opt-in page without using the word secret. He said, if you use the word secret, it will increase your chances of a person opting in by 7%. That's what he told me. I take his word for it. He's a pretty successful guy.
What happens when you click on click here, testimonials of success? They all require you to opt in, don't they?
No. With this is covering all bases. In other words, this is going to open up in another window. All right? This is going to open up. Yeah, this is going to open up here to basically, let me turn this down. As you can see, there's my annotation at the top.
The only concern
I'm sorry, Rob, go ahead.
The only concern is that if you do it that way, then they could watch a couple videos and never opt in. So you really like
this is the reason why I got the click to join here, because when they click this, it brings them back to the page. So that now they have it open in two windows.
Truth is, I don't know about that wording, click here to join, either.
Okay.
That's copyrighter issue, but to me that always means that you're going to have to spend money if you're going to have to join. So I would say I would want people to click there to get more information, or click here to apply, or click here to find out how to apply.
Gotcha.
Like
okay.
Anyway, that's not really.
Yeah. In my recent videos that I'm doing now, I'm saying click here to become a member. I don't know if you saw that just now on the Develsa one that just came up.
Yeah.
It says click here to become a member.
But I think that's good. But again, you would
use more information.
I'm not a copywriter, and I don't but we do have somebody that we just paid a bunch of money to that can tell us the right words to use.
Okay.
Leader.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, this is so amazing, all this stuff. I don't know how much of this Boyan and Bruce and Fabiana and Rob Harris hasn't seen any of it, but it's really powerful stuff.
All right, so I'm gonna go back to the page again, to the lead page, and the whole premise behind this thing is to get people to subscribe, like, and make comments on your videos. When that happens, you're killing several birds with one stone. And the way you're doing that is because Google ranks you very high when people subscribe on a daily basis to your site. I mean, to your channel. They also rank you high when you click and leave comments on videos. So although Rob is right, we're kind of taking them away from the video. The way that I'm conquering that is when they go to the video to feature and make comments, right above on the top of the video is click here for more information, and they're going to go right back again. Eventually what happens is they go here. And this is the secret to discovering 1,000, 3,000. So we make these videos very powerful, and people are subscribing and liking and clicking here to make comments and so forth. What happens is the channel, I mean, you guys can try it. If you Google My Online Business Empire right now, it's going to be John Chow, me, and then Matt Lloyd. We're talking about something I put together in the last couple of weeks, okay? And the reason why I'm saying that is, yes, you can also embed the videos into the page. Well, into your own blog as well, or your own page as well. Lead pages, and I'm answering a question from Bohan, Rob. Lead pages actually has it where you go here and you basically just stick the name of your page right here and everything populates. So there's no embedding or anything like that unless you want to do it on your own website. Does that answer your question, Bohan? Boyan, okay, does that answer your question, sir? All right, moving right along. So again, what I'm thinking is, you know, killing one bird, I mean, killing several birds with one stone. Go ahead.
It looks like Boyan got the answer that he was looking for. I wasn't paying much attention, but this is all like one-click kind of stuff. So where it shows you a video, where it shows you any kind of an image, when you're in the editing mode on lead pages, all you do is you just click on that and you just change out the YouTube URL, or you change out the image link. Very, very simple stuff. All right, sorry.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Everybody's got to know what we're doing because I have a request at the end. So going back to, and I'm not actually bringing them to one video. I'm bringing them to a playlist that I have set up with Matt Lloyd's kind of what is Move, who is Matt Lloyd, and how the 21 steps work. And then he's got his little welcome, and this thing here is like an hour long. But this is not what shows up first. What shows up first is what you see here. And again, they can go here, and they can go right back to your initial landing page. Now, another thing that's very important is that in the in the description of it, you want to have your link at the top at least. I haven't done this one yet, but you want it here underneath. First of all, you want like and subscribe, okay? And it's just kind of reminding people, hey, fucker, you know, we wanted you to come here to like our shit. And if they want to make comments, you know, make comments and subscribe to our channel. Now, they can do all of this from here. But inevitably, what you want is to have the link. And let me show you on one of the videos that I've already done. you want to have that link right. See, I haven't done this one yet. Let me go back to these. What you want to do is you want to have, I'm just going to go back to Velsa because I took care of her video. Her video was all squared away already. All right, so what you want is to have everything that YouTube offers. Okay, first of all, I know this is a pain in the ass to like have this advertisement come on before your video, but every single one of John Chow's videos start off like this with an advertisement. And the reason why is because John Chow knows that not only are people going to see other advertisements when they go to your video, but people are seeing your video first before they go to the video that they want to go to. And it's only for 5 seconds, all right? So what you want to do, again, going down to the description, I keep saying subscription, to the description, is you want to have the link right there, and you want to have it at the bottom. And I think Rob can appreciate and knows why that is. And Matt Lloyd does it too in all his emails. You've got the link at the top, you've got the link in the middle, and you've got the link at the bottom. And it's just for lazy fuckers that don't want to scroll up. Now, what I do is I have it here because if they don't click show more, they won't see it at the bottom, okay? So your link you want to tell them, number one, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which of course you're looking at the admin, but right here they could subscribe, okay, and like right here. Okay, so you're looking at the admin side of things right now, but this is where it would be for them to like, to subscribe, and they'll be able to like it right here. Okay, so let me go back. All right, so you want like and subscribe our channel. You want to tell people what to do. Let me answer Sam. It's MTTB Empire. That's my YouTube page. We're going over mine right now, Sam, because mine's already hooked up, and the Mode Brain Trust one is half hooked up, okay? Because after I put the Mode Brain Trust one together, I found out a lot of things that were missing, and I'm starting to do them to both at the same time, but it's very hard to keep up because each one of these takes about 2 to 3 minutes to do, and I've got 103 of them. Mode Brain Trust has got, I think, 77, if I'm not mistaken, that I already have on there. It took me hours yesterday to do. All right, so you want to have that link here. You want to say, like and subscribe our channel. You want to have your link right here, and you want to have your link right here at the bottom.
Let me just interrupt just 1 second. I don't know if anybody noticed what you just said, but that's just almost unfathomable. But I'm already aware because you've shared that with me already. But if you didn't hear what you might have thought you misheard. But 77 videos that he's uploaded onto this No Brain Trust channel we just created yesterday afternoon. And he did it using his just a free tool and some knowledge that he has. And you download them from YouTube in a millisecond, whatever, a couple minutes each to download. And then he's just keeping it simple, and he's just re-uploading them. And then those links that he's putting on there, those are called annotations, and YouTube has a way for you to add in the annotations, so he's doing that right on YouTube. And essentially keeping it as simple as that. We can do more. What I talked to him about is that generally people only watch 2-minute videos, so what I'd like to really do is to make 2-minute clips of each, just cut up everything into little 2-minute snippets. I think it'll be much more powerful. And then instead of that 77, we'll have like 1,000 already. But really, there's maybe going to be 50 that are great, and a bunch of them will be people in the Mo Brain Trust, right? But this is just a starting point without us doing anything. The 77 is just stuff that it's already out there that Clinton has, what's the word for it? He has not consolidated, but he's basically found and he has brought onto one place. He first did it for himself, and he offered to do it for the Mo Brain Trust, and I just think it's incredible. People charge $1,000 for these YouTube training courses that basically teach you how to do exactly what he just did, and he did it in a couple days, less than a couple days. So kudos to you. All right, I'll let you continue.
Thank you, Rob. I appreciate it. So again, I'm going backward. For those of you that just joined, I went from, the YouTube page to showing, what it is that that I'm doing with the monetization and so forth, and then going backward to the lead page, saying that you have to have and it's something I've been saying from the beginning, and you guys wondering why. Well, why can't we just do this and not accept the YouTube page later? Is because you can't put the cart before the horse. You got to have everything in the background set up before you can even do this kind of stuff. So by us having a very popular channel now, it's going to be popular very soon, we can take that channel and attach it to a page like this, and maybe have the change it out, and then maybe have the featured video as the supercharge. I'm sure there's a video somewhere with last year's supercharge, or maybe somebody wants to do a video on what the supercharge is about. And like Rob said, keep it short and sweet. Stick that right in here, but at the same time, kill all these birds with one stone. In other words, you having people learn about the supercharge, you having them be able to click at the top to get more information about how to get tickets to the supercharge, but then you go here, you can have them like it, share it on Facebook, you can have them Google Plus it, and also recommend it to people in their circles, and you can tweet it. And then on top of that, you can go ahead on and have them subscribe. They can leave comments on the videos. They can watch, well, I threw this in here about the testimonials, and they can opt in. Either way it goes, even if they decide to get off this page, most marketers will say, well, you don't want to take people off the page. You want to, kind of keep them on one page so that they don't get confused and so forth. But what I've done is, even if they click off the page, okay, even if they click here and they want to go here and look at the featured videos, right here at the top, they're going to have click here to become a member. Okay? Now, I use click here to join. Rob says we would probably want to change the words in that. I agree. Right now, this is just kind of a rough deal that I'm putting together just to see if everything works and how it works. Again, like Rob said, you pay thousands of dollars for people to teach you how to do this. I basically just went in and read every single thing that YouTube offers, and I'm sticking it on our channel. Okay, so this is my channel. Again, this is not Mo Brain Trust. So what I'll do now is I'll show you the Mo Brain Trust and what it looks like. Where the hell did it go? Now I got this one, and I don't have the other one now. All right, hang on. We won't get to it.
Hey, Clinton, let me just say a couple words for the benefit of Bruce, who joined us. I think everybody else knows this already, and Sam. You may think this is a little bit off topic, but this is kind of the last topic of the, we were talking about Supercharge, and now we're talking about advertising offline, and Rob Harris is going to come back with basically a proposal for people that want to participate in offline in the form of a co-op, and also depending on, this is the online piece of it. Clinton is presenting basically what we've been working on for Facebook strategy, which would also apply to media buying in general, basically sending people to a squeeze page. That squeeze page is, what he's been showing, which has all those options for people to go to our YouTube channel, and then on our YouTube channel we'll have a rotator for people that are in Brain Trust. And I mean, that's incredibly powerful. So anytime anybody clicks, they'll go to somebody who's in the rotator, and it'll be done proportionally to the shares the people own in the co-op. That is not in just the David versus Goliath, it's in the general co-op. So this is the kind of cool stuff that we're doing, and I mean, Clinton has done this all pretty much on his own. So, but anyway, I can just take control of the screen for 1 minute and show you guys who got here late. Let me just be the presenter for 1 minute, and then.
Sure. I just put the link in there so that everybody can go to where I'm at in case they want to see it on their own screen. And again, Cindy Martini asked me If, do we have to keep the beach background? Look, I just put something on there. Whatever you guys want to put on there, you're welcome to do it. I just wanted to, to show you what it looks like. I thought that blue beach went good with the Mo Brain Trust symbol. But again, you guys are welcome to do. Again, I'm not financially invested in this thing. It's just my time. So I don't want to be responsible if it doesn't look right. So however you guys want it to look, let it look that way. I'm all in.
So appreciate everything you're doing. And so just for the benefit of Bruce and Sam again, what we're doing here as a Brain Trust is available to you to use on your own, with your own budget. The collateral material will be available to the 25 people that are in the Brain Trust. And now we've got, actually, let me show you one other thing, because you guys are very vested. This is the stuff that we talked about before you got here, the ideas and action items for that. So we did agree that there is enough interest to do something that we would be doing on our own if we did not do it as a Brain Trust. And since that's kind of the basis of the co-op and the Brain Trust in the first place, was because I thought there was power in numbers. We have critical mass to do something. Rob Harris is going to make a proposal for the co-op because he is responsible for the live events, the Brain Trust.
Bruce has a quick.
Yes, go ahead, Bruce. Hold on, I'll mute you. You are unmuted.
Okay, so my question is, I came in late, I apologize. Are we putting any kind of I don't know what the right terminology is, tracking pixel or whatever, for retargeting? I was just listening to a guy today that's talking about when you do videos, you upload them to your site, and you use like keepvid.com. You can also do retargeting with those. So in other words, once somebody watches a video, we can retarget them forever.
Wow.
Okay, I have that answer. Within YouTube, there is a retargeting mechanism that I've activated for my page as well as the Brain Trust page. That's number one. Number two is on any lead page that we set up, sort of like the one that I was just showing you, I have an account with AdRoll and a very good relationship with them. And I got off the phone with Jung Lee earlier today. I actually scheduled a coaching call with him through his coaching thing. I mean, I did it very professional with him, and we determined that if you want to get the best optimal results for the cheapest price, go with AdRoll. And I already use them. I have a very good relationship with them. Of course, we would probably want to set up another separate account. I don't want your ads paying for mine, although that would be nice. But and we don't want it to get confused. We don't want to send the wrong ads, like Mo Brain Trust, and I'm getting the traffic, or vice versa. So it's really, really easy. It requires what they call a footer code that goes at the bottom, and you make it invisible. You put it in white or whatever on the lead page, and every time somebody goes to the lead page, it's going to show anything you want it to show, a banner, a link, anywhere. On Facebook, you make these ads, or you give them an idea of what type of ads and where you want them placed, and AdRoll will do the rest.
Sounds good. Okay.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, thank you very much.
It's incredible. All right, so let me just finish, and I'll give you back the screen. So just to make sure, because in case Bruce and Sam don't have time to stick around, we're really talking about the online marketing, but we already spoke about, well, the bonuses I'll share in a second. We talked about webinar. We did not schedule our next meeting time. I think we need to have another meeting 2 days from now at the same time. at least for those of us that are doing something, because there's too much going on. So here's the action items that came out of our meeting. Eileen spoke for quite a while about things that she would do on her own, and I was just jotting down ideas as listening to her. But definitely advertising on places where events are advertised, doing a webinar, and I'll show you that in a second. Lisa and Curtis offered me, when I first was starting this, to do anything that we needed them to do at any time, so they would be great webinar host guests, especially because Eric Worre's event in Las Vegas is the week before this event. And Lisa is a regular on Eric Worre's stage for the last 14 years. So we will definitely do that.
Why don't you meet me there, Rob?
Are you going?
I didn't know anything about it, but I mean, I live here in Vegas. Why don't you meet me there? We can collab.
I think that I might have to be at that event. So another idea.
Well, I got a roof.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. So this is something, again, if you're doing your own marketing, Eileen suggested, and I certainly agree, we all agree that videos are a great idea. And so basically making videos encouraging people to go to the Supercharge. And then we talked about bonus ideas, and as she was talking about a bunch of stuff, I was making some notes specifically as it applied to, you know, as a brain trust, what kind of value could we offer that would be different? Well, actually anybody could do this, but we could do it with them and say that they're now a brain trust affiliate. We can make them a featured affiliate. We can have them co-host, and you guys weren't here, but Deborah started this Mode Masters, and she donated her collateral and the name and everything for us to use. So that's kind of cool. I'm not sure who just came. Oh, let's see. Online success would be...
Rob, real quick, Rob.
Yes.
Why don't we, and I'm not trying to pull from anybody else's apples, but, you know, this Eric Worre guy, but if we're going to go to this thing, and you ain't got to spend no money, you got roof over your head, well, you know my story, you actually got 2 roofs. Why don't we take Deborah's deal and duplicate it in pamphlets or whatever, reproduce it, and have that with us, where we can, most of these people either live right here in Vegas or within one state from here. Most of them, I mean, because most of them are going to drive in. So who knows how many people are going to be there from Arizona or anything of that matter. So I you know, that would be a great idea to just kind of have Deborah's what do you call it? Her presentation reproduced, and we can have that with us, so we don't have to stand around and talk to everybody. We can just hand them out. I'd be more than welcome to do that. I happen to do that with you.
Well, speaking of Deborah's presentation, before I give you back the control, again, the other folks haven't seen it. So Deborah, again, has done a lot, but she doesn't have that much time, and she created this, and then she said, if you want, I can donate this to the Brain Trust. And so I looked at it and said, that's awesome, and anybody can use this as your own starting point, and the Brain Trust will use it as well and add in Curtis and Lisa to it, but basically I won't go through the whole thing, but anybody's welcome to it. At her, that's the agreement. And as I said, you know, part of the purpose of this meeting was to determine whether there was enough interest in doing things as a brain trust, and it seems that there is. I haven't edited this at all yet, but I did give it to Peter to take a look at. She did an amazing job. I mean, look at these bonuses. So we went over this with the people that were here before, but if you are struggling to come up with ideas for bonuses, Deborah is a very creative woman. As is.
I understand you want to look it over and edit it and everything, but I'm going to tell you one thing about Deborah. She has been a superintendent of schools for many years. If anybody's going to get this right, it's Deborah.
I didn't say that I want to edit it. But what
Well, I know there were some things we went over that, you know, she's offering extra stuff and everything, you know, but As far as having anybody else look at it, yeah, but it ain't got to be perfect. Deborah knows what she's doing. I just want to give her some props on that.
No, I mean, I love the offer. We didn't actually talk about the stuff that she's offering, but I'll take photos of you throughout the event with top earners. That's a great thing, and it's so simple. It doesn't cost anything. I'll spend an hour with you working. I mean, this is great reasons for people to come to the event, and she just gave this to us to use. Anybody on our team can use this. Take video of you when you're talking with Matt, some of the top earners. That's great. It's more detailed than what we talked about. And then 3 30-minute sessions on Skype, very nice. Access to this private Facebook. And this, what I was thinking we should do is we've got our Facebook group, but now we should have a Mo Brain Trust of associates and associates/affiliates. So everybody who's not part of this core group and us. And we would have to have somebody moderating that at all times, but we give them access to this. And, so that's, again, something that's better than everybody trying to do it on your own, because trying to monitor all these Facebook pages is time-consuming, but we can do it as a brain trust and just have the clicks on the rotator. Again, everybody who's participating in the co-op. Done through social media, that's a beautiful thing. Don't know if it's even necessary, but this is over the top. An email sequence, very nice. Man, I think I'm going to join again under Deborah. And then we got this Mode Masters. I mean, she's saying $97 a month, which is kind of the price point that that Sam was talking about, and that certainly could be because for the two of your benefit, I'll just repeat this one more time, that Lisa, when I was first doing the webinar to introduce this whole idea, I asked Lisa to give me her feedback, and as busy as she is, she was willing and happy to do it, and she loved the idea. And she said, just tell me what we can do to help. She said, we'll do, we can host webinars. She threw out there that her and Diane Hockman kind of were encouraged by Mark Hoverson to do this webinar where they charged $37 for people to come, and it was just her and Diane for they talked for 45 minutes, and then they stayed on for anybody for as long as they wanted, and they charged $37 for it. And she said they had like 150 people online, so it was crazy. So, and she said, we could do stuff like that if that was well beyond what I was thinking. But she also said, as we know, that they together are connected to pretty much all the leaders in both the internet marketing world and the network marketing world, and they have access to all their collateral materials and to them. So just tell us what you need, if you want to put together an event. She told me this even before I started, before we started. So that's the kind of person she is, and that kind of value that she can bring. It's pretty amazing. Bruce, for your benefit, this is, let me give you the link. I think it's called Go Pro Recruiting Mastery. This is, I think, the 14th annual. Well, actually, this is the virtual. It's not a bad idea. Well, I'll start you with that link, and you can find the other link from there. Don't waste time. And so let me just finish this. Going through her presentation backwards. She talks about what to expect at the event, and you may or may not want to put all this on the slides, but if this is, she basically, you can just talk directly from this without having to even improvise at all. I think that was her intent here. You're all welcome to it, and we're going to make a version for Brain Trust. Oh, actually, it's the same words that are here. All right, Kurt. Well, just to make sure that we're in sync here. So that was where we were talking about the bonuses. We were talking about the webinar here. Kind of got wrapped up with the bonuses. This was just a few ideas. But then we got to Deborah's presentation. We saw so much more. But this is things that are even on top of what she's offering and would leverage the Brain Trust. This right here. And your individual bonus. This is where if you don't have to have 10 bonuses, you can have 3 from the Brain Trust. It doesn't even have to be there. We'll make sure that this happens. We'll make sure that all of this happens. Everybody can offer their own if you don't want to go over the top like Deborah did. But that's the kind of stuff we talked about. And then after that, I gave We didn't talk about a scheduler of presenters. Can we talk about that? Does anybody here want to be a presenter if we're gonna, I think that today is the 13th. I know that my buddy, what's his name, in Texas, I shared a room with him at the event. He's actually doing a webinar on this Friday. We should probably listen into his webinar. He's a great guy from Nigeria. Friday, we could do it, but we might want to wait until, well, first of all, if we're going to have Lisa and Curtis on the first one, Lisa and or Curtis, I should talk to them and find out their schedule first. Any recommendations? Anybody want to put anything in the chat box about the first one or schedule? Because we've also agreed that after every live webinar, we can immediately post that into, because it's on YouTube, we can post it onto any page on Facebook or on a web, or on any website that we choose to, and then we can send traffic to that through paid advertising or through our own, free advertising. But anybody have any input on scheduler presenters? There are more people here now than we've had since we started. It's almost 2 hours. It's amazing. We've got so much to talk about. It's all good stuff, right? Well, I'll take that as a no. All right. Is anybody still there? I'm still here. I'm going to give control back to Clinton. Put anything in the chat box, it will be respectively reflected. Right. Yeah. I think people are going to sleep. It's not good. Clinton Lewis, you are now the presenter.
All right. We're going to get back to this this YouTube deal. As you can see, this is the page for the Mobile Brain Trust. And I know I went through my page just to try to show you, but they're pretty much identical. They've both been SEO'd. They both have numerous videos. I didn't have enough time to put any more than 70-something videos up here because I really wanted to get the page started. I've got 100 and something of them in raw copy. So again, this is what it looks like. And I'm not particular about the beach background. If Cindy Martini doesn't like it or anything like that, I'm not particular about it. But what I need, this is what I need. I know, Rob, we talked about it at the beginning of the meeting. What I need is a little help, and not too much, just basic copy and paste. And if there's anybody who's familiar with YouTube in any way at all whatsoever, I basically need them to go in, copy this, just like this. I haven't even done this to all my videos yet. As you can see, I did just like 1 or 2 of them. You need to have like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is a psychological thing that's going to, make people subscribe to your channel, like your videos. It's going to make us much more popular. This needs to be right here so that they don't have to click show more. They'll have the website right there. And of course, it doesn't go to anything right now. This is actually where it's going to take you, because Rob doesn't have everything set up on it yet, but we will soon, okay? So, but in the meantime, what we want to do is we want to copy this, or, if you want to change the words up, these are my words. It's totally up to you. This is what I'm doing on my page. So, but I put it on here on one video just to show you guys what it looks like, because other than that, this this page looks blank if I wouldn't have put anything there. So it would have been one of those situations where, this whole spot over here would have been, no words. So I just put my words there just to show you what it should look like. and where the Mode Brain Trust links should be here and here. You want it at the top so they can click it again before they go to the show more. So you want to have it there. You want to have like and subscribe, and you basically want to copy this and paste this into every single video that we have. And right now we've got, let's see how many videos we got. We have, what does it say how many of them we have? I don't know, but this is how many of them you need to do it to. I need somebody to go in and copy and paste that into every one of these videos. And what that's going to do is that's going to have, now I can do the annotations later unless you want to help me with that, Rob, but I'm just way behind on this stuff right now, and it's very monotonous. Okay, so in addition to doing that,
No, let's get this done. We can get it done right. But I love it. I love it. I don't know if you guys realize, but this is just crazy. And Fabiana said that she can do the copy and pasting.
Okay. Can you also do this? Hang on. There's going to be a few things you're going to need to do as well. I'm logged in under my page, so let me just go to my page, and I'll show you what to do. Okay, see, my page is very similar.
Let me just interrupt for 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
You may find that after you do 10 of these that it's very tedious and time-consuming, and if we can, I don't know for sure, but maybe not. If so, we can just document step-by-step what you're doing, because it would be tedious and monotonous, so it's the same thing over and over. If you can write step-by-step, we can pay a VA to do the rest. It's just we have to do the part that requires the brain, and then we can outsource the part that's just, the repetitive part. So always keep that in mind. You don't want to be doing the $2 an hour, $5 an hour labor for too long. But if it's not, if you can do all this in one day and you think it would take longer to train somebody to do it, that's your call. But don't let anything get in the way. We'll pay people if we need to. Let's just get this done. Fabiana said yes. All right, Clinton, you're on.
All right, so I'm going to go back to my channel now. As you can see, it's very similar. When we go into Video Manager, this is where we're going to see. I don't even have my link up there yet. Develsa is a good one because she's the main video, the last one that I did. If you notice, there's these little green dollar signs, and of course we all know dollar signs mean money. And what that is what I was showing earlier. It's the monetization. So it's very easy to monetize. I've already SEO'd the thing. Monetizing it is no problem. Okay, all you need to do is go right here. See, now this one's done correctly. You see, I have the like and subscribe. I have the
Welcome to GoToMeeting. There are 6 other callers on the call.
monetization. It comes like this with nothing. You simply click the button. You go down here and click save. And you put an annotation on it. An annotation is here. You go to annotation. You go to, obviously this one's already done, so you would put add annotation, and then this would pop up. Rob says that become a member or click here to join may not be the best words to use. I agree with him. And you basically want to type in this little box, whatever that word is, change your font to the biggest size. Where it says start and end right here, you want to stretch that thing all the way out because it's going to come like this. And what that means is it's going to pop up on the screen, and then it's going to go away. So what you want is to have that at the top of the screen for the entire way. And that's how you do it. You strike it and grab it. Then once you do that, you go up here and hit save again. Then after you do that, you go down, you click link. Okay, it's going to come like this. Okay, you click link, and you go here, and thanks to Rob and I's efforts last night, we now have the option to associate a website. Boom. You go here, you type in mobraintrust.com, HTTP and all that in there. Okay, it's not going to let me do it. It's telling me add a valid URL because this is not the domain associated with my account. Remember, we're on my account right now. So I'm going to go ahead here and put my online business empire See, now it's taking it. All right, and if you want, just to make sure that you spelt it right or you copied it in there right, you can always preview the link. It opens it up in another window. It doesn't mess up your work or anything like that. Okay, and once you have the info and settings done, which is underneath here, you want to like and subscribe, all of that. And you've gone here and done the monetization. The little deal comes up here with the $sign. Then you've gone to annotations. You've added the annotation. You've drug this thing across to the end of the video, and you have linked it to Rob's associated website, which is mobraintrust.com. I need that done on 76 more videos. So, Fabiana, you may have bitten off more than you can chew, ma'am, but you're more than welcome to do it, because if I have to do it, that means I have to do 180-something videos, and there's no way that we're going to have this thing done in time. And if you like it and you find it something that you can do, then by all means, as Rob begins to do these little 2-minute chop-ups and so forth, you just go right back in there, and you won't have 80 of them to do at one time. You can just, you'll have one to do at one time. It's sort of like me, they say, oh, this guy sends out 1,100 emails. Well, I didn't do that all in one day. The email came in and I sent it. So this is how you annotate, monetize, put the descriptions in, and so forth for YouTube. Back to you, Rob.
All right. Pretty amazing. 1 second here.
Again, it's already been SEO'd. It's already been SEO'd. The channel's been SEO'd. All the videos have been SEO'd. So don't even sweat.
Hello, hello. Let me make sure you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Rob. I can hear you. What we want is these number signs by every single video. As you can see, I've only done 6 on my own. And I only brought in 2 people this week, which is bad for me. I bring in more people than that. And
what about organizing? How can we put the videos in a different order?
I haven't figured that out yet. As soon as I do, I'll give it to you.
All right, cool.
But the way to do it, you don't want, this is just uploads. This is what you're looking at. This is the order in which they were uploaded. Okay, newest.
Okay, yeah, we don't care about that. What about the order that they show?
What you do is you go to your home page, all right? And on your home page, I'll show you this as well in case you guys want to tinker around with it. All right? On your home page, you can make playlists. In other words, my popular ones, recent uploads, you can take this away or do anything you want to do with it, all right? Here's one that I have. These are my popular ones. Here's are my recent uploads. Here are my different playlists that I have.
So you
here are
can choose which
motivational.
videos go in each category?
Yes, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Add section, and you can take and make a section right here. You can
Oh,
use.
wow, look at
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you add a video to a playlist, yeah, when you add a video, when you add a video to a playlist, here's what you do. You go to your video manager.
The one thing I do know how to do is playlists, but I didn't know about what you just showed me.
All right, so I just wanted to show them how to do it. All right.
Yeah, let's show the playlist.
Take, for instance, I wanted to add this Carolina JT DeVote to a particular playlist. All right. What I would do is I would go in, playlists. Okay, I think I did it wrong. Okay, but that's all right. Here's all the playlists that I have. All right. So if I wanted to add a particular playlist, oh, I've stolen all Giancarlo's stuff in Spanish too, by the way, in case I get somebody Spanish. Yeah,
we do have somebody in Spanish. You know.
Yeah, it's unlisted, as you can see. But if I get a Spanish person, I can send them the link and they can go to it.
Yeah, why don't you try it with, you know who?
Yeah. Okay, so what happens is when you go here, you can add the video by the URL. You just simply say, okay, I want to add such and such a video. Let's say.
Oh, so these aren't even the ones on your site, or they can be a combination?
They can be on anybody's site, but I highly recommend we use our own videos.
Right. I get it. That's where you can control where you take them to, because once
because
video, you lost it.
If you put this, I mean, number one, we're going to have annotations on our videos. Okay, we don't want any videos on there if we don't have annotations on them. Number two is if somebody takes and changes their video to say, "Hi, I'm a piece of shit," guess what's in your playlist? Hi, I'm a piece of shit. Okay, so this is where you go. You go right in here to your playlist column, and you can just add the videos. You can also take and drag them like this, Rob. You were asking me how to change them out of order? Just like this, sir. You just drag them. Very easy.
Nice. Right?
I hope I answered your question.
You went above and beyond, my friend.
All right.
All right, give me 1 second.
Everything's set up. I just need an extra 2 hands. That's all. You know, it's just if y'all want it done at the same time, you know that I'm doing.
Fabiana will help, and we can get if it overlaps Fabiana, she'll contact me. We can definitely get more people.
I mean, I basically I poured out my entire brain of YouTube and what I didn't pour out, I've already done it for you, so don't even worry about it.
Well, for those of you who are here, thank you for being here. And what I've told Clinton is that what he just shared with us, he can monetize. We can monetize with him, for him, in 60 days when we have this incredible success as a result. I mean, right now we're documenting it because we're recording this, and it's just the stuff that you learn when you pay the video marketing coaches. This is aside from how to make your videos, this is everything else, including all the most ninja stuff. But it's really not that ninja. It's just people don't bother. It takes time. It takes some effort, and they don't really necessarily have a unified strategy in the first place like we do now. So I love doing it together. I love putting the link on a rotator and just empowering the whole team. So I appreciate that. I will take back control unless anybody else would like to have control of the screen. Anybody want to talk? Online success.
I just want to say one more thing.
Go ahead.
That's Cindy. Online success is Cindy. I just want to say,
today, but let me just tell you that online success is the name of the, it's the login name that the owner of this GoToWebinar uses, and there's 3 of us that share it. And so online success right now could be anybody who uses that login, and there's 3 people that are using it right now: me, Cindy, and Charlie. You're welcome.
Just real quick, Rob, I ask one favor, just for me, just one favor. If you guys and anybody who's in the Brain Trust can just go to my page and just kind of leave some comments and likes on my page. And it's not for my own personal benefit, more or less. I want to track and see, and of course we need to do this on the Move Brain Trust page as well, but I really want to see what's happening so I can watch the analytics along with Rob so that we can see how these subscribing and the likes and the comments and so forth are working to build the ranking of the website. And mine is sort of the pseudo guinea pig. So if you guys can do that on my site, I would really appreciate it. Thanks.
Absolutely, be happy to, and that's one of the things in this Facebook affiliate site, affiliate/associate site, that we'll do that for each other. That's always one of the values of having a group like this, is that we can do that for each other individually, and we can do it for the Brain Trust. So, yeah, for sure. So, going back to the agenda, I think we've really covered everything that we had intended to, and it has been 2 hours and 15 minutes, so we should probably finish. But I do appreciate all of you being here. Just one more time to go back to the agenda. There it is. Next meeting time will be on, today is Wednesday, so it'll be on Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, same time as this meeting started. I know that some of you have a life on a Friday evening, but some of you might actually have something to do on a Friday night. Some of you are starting off your Saturday with your family, but be here if you can. Otherwise, we will have the recording. And just contribute. You know, you're welcome to call me, Skype me anytime, work with everybody. I will follow up with Lisa, schedule the date based on her availability, but probably Monday or Tuesday of next week will be our first live one, and then we'll play the recording, and probably with Lisa, we won't want to delete that one too soon, so maybe we'll see, maybe we'll do a second one, and then when we do the second one, maybe we'll merge the best of those two together and then have that as the recorded version. So we'll have to figure out who our next special guest will be and when we'll do it. But let's start with this first one. Got lots of choices of who can be our guests. And then you guys can start working on this on your own if you want, videos, but we actually have, as a Mo Brain Trust, once Rob Harris gets the survey back and we figure out who all's in, we need to be doing this kind of stuff for our promotion, and our promotion will include these kind of bonuses. And then as we shared, you know, Deborah has those other amazing bonuses. Anybody who wants a copy of her presentation, and the link that I meant to give you before, Bruce, is right here. This is Eric Worre, and I first learned about Eric Worre last year when I was in the futuristic marketing, when I bought the futuristic marketing product. But he's kind of a legend, and he's had this event for network marketers this is the 14th year. Apparently 5,000 people are going to be there. It's crazy. December 5th to the 8th, and Lisa will be on stage as she has been every year for the last 14 years. So very cool. But yeah, maybe we'll have to go. It says that virtual ticket is $127. That's pretty unbeatable. I'm not sure about the live event. Live streaming. This link that I gave you is for the streaming. See if we can find the link for the tickets. It's funny. Looks like they're only advertising the streaming. Maybe it's sold out. Anyway, we can look into that. You've got the link, Eric Worre, man. You can search for on Google for the event on December 5th to the 8th, and you'll find other links. So with that said, we're reviewing the action items. So we'll plan the date for the webinar. We'll, on the videos, I guess I'm going to start having a daily meeting with a couple people to have action items for the No Brain Trust, and we'll call it for videos. And then these are bonus ideas, as I mentioned, that we came up with, and Deborah came up with other ones. So with that said, I am going to, Fabian is leaving. Good night. Yeah, I think we're going to say good night. Anybody have any final questions before we stop the recording? I'll count to 5, and then I will stop the recording if we don't have anything. Clinton is leaving too. Yes, I think we're done. Thanks, everybody. It was a good meeting, and it's going to be a great event, and let's see what we can do to make it even better. All right, this is Rob Tepper, and staying through the bitter end is Bojan Jaroslovic up in British Columbia, in, what am I trying to say, in Vancouver, that's it. And Bruce Saline, somewhere just south of there, Clinton Lewis in Las Vegas, Nevada. We've got Cindy Martini in South Carolina, and Sam Fitch all the way from Perth, Australia. Thank you all for being here, and we will see you all again soon. Bye-bye.